Winter came slowly that year, stretching its icy fingers across the land until everything familiar felt foreign. I remember standing by my window one morning, watching frost creep over the panes, each crystal a mirror of the stillness inside me. Life had been relentless, moving too fast, leaving me exhausted and empty. And now the cold pressed against me in a way that demanded reflection. I had been chasing achievements, chasing approval, and chasing certainty. And yet, here I was, feeling stripped of everything that had once given my life meaning. It was as though the season itself had arrived to teach me a lesson I could no longer ignore. Strength is not discovered in comfort, but in enduring what seems unbearable. One day, I wandered to the edge of town and found an old watchmaker hunched over his workbench. His hands moved slowly, carefully, assembling intricate mechanisms that seemed impossibly delicate. I asked how he could remain so calm and precise in the midst of winter's chill, when every breath felt like ice. He looked up, his eyes steady, and said, "The cold does not take from you, it teaches you. It reveals what endures, what matters, what is yours to carry no matter what." I left that workshop with a weight lifted and a question lingering in my mind. What, in my own life, had been frozen, yet was ready to move if I only paid attention? As the weeks passed, life did not become easier. Work faltered, relationships strained, and nights were long with loneliness pressing like snowdrifts against my door. But it was in these moments, the quiet, overlooked, almost painful hours, that I began to notice small miracles. One evening, I found an abandoned garden behind an old stone wall, snow piled high around brittle stems. There, a single rosebud had survived, petals dusted with frost but refusing to yield. I knelt beside it, realizing that survival does not require grand gestures. It asks only for patience, care, and persistence. If this fragile bloom could endure the harshness around it, perhaps I could endure my own winter as well. Then there was the night I met a wanderer along a frozen trail, a traveler who had been crossing the country with nothing but a worn cloak and a small lantern. He spoke softly of his journeys, of storms endured and nights survived alone. "Winter is not the enemy," he said, "but the teacher. It forces you to confront the parts of yourself you avoid. It builds you stronger than you could imagine." His words lingered, not as comfort, but as a challenge, to face discomfort, to embrace hardship, and to trust that the process of enduring is itself a kind of becoming. By the heart of winter, I had begun to transform. I noticed how resilience is born not in triumph but in persistence, how patience deepens not in ease but in trial, how clarity emerges not in noise but in silence. I began walking each day with awareness, appreciating the small details, the way snow reflected the pale sun, the hush of trees under frost, the steady rhythm of my own breath reminding me I was alive. In the harshness of winter, I discovered warmth. In solitude, I discovered clarity. In struggle, I discovered the quiet strength that had always existed within me, waiting for recognition. Now, whenever life feels cold and unyielding, I remember that long winter and the lessons it carried. I have learned that every challenge, every frost, every moment of isolation is not meant to break us, but to build us anew. Strength, courage, and resilience are cultivated in the silence and the frost, nurtured slowly until they are undeniable. Winter taught me that even when everything seems stripped away, the fire within us cannot be extinguished. It only waits for the chance to shine brighter than before. Reflect for a moment. What long winter in your life revealed the hidden strength you never knew you had? Share your reflections in the comments. Your story may inspire someone else to endure, to trust, and to rise. And if this story touched your heart, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Legacy Alive, where the harshest seasons of life create the strongest inner light.